What's up, everybody? It's Chris back again with Load and Make Ready, and today we're going to talk about one of my favorite guns from my collection. It's so fun, it's so cool, and it's so useful, and that is the Mossberg Shockwave. Let's get at it.
The channel by inner warning.
Okay, so I know you've got to be looking at this thing right now and thinking, Chris, that is super short. How is that even legal? Well, you're right and you're wrong. The Mossberg Shockwave floats this nice little fine line, and the good people at Mossberg found a way to get around some really messed up restrictions the ATF put on us back in the 30s. And again, my notes. Make sure I state everything that I'm trying to say here right. It is very short. The barrel length is only 14 inches, which is shorter than the 16-inch minimum required by the ATF for a shotgun, or 18 inches, not 16. 16's rifle, 18 shotgun. So, 18-inch barrel for a shotgun's minimum. Anything less makes it a short barrel shotgun, which is a Class 3 firearm, or a Class 3 shotgun under the ATF, short barrel shotgun. Now, we have to get into what exactly does that entail? What makes a Class 3 firearm Class 3? Why does it exist? And why does this particular firearm not fall into that category? I'll explain. So, a Class 3, in this case shotgun, short barrel shotgun, is what we're going to focus on, has to be made from a shotgun. That's key. Anything that has a barrel, smoothbore barrel, less than 18 inches, has to be made from a shotgun. This is all ATF wording. Made from a shotgun with an overall length of less than 26 inches, and it must be originally intended to be fired from the shoulder. Now, if we take a look at this awesome Mossberg Shockwave, that doesn't look like it was ever intended to be fired from the shoulder, does it? Because it wasn't. What Mossberg figured out is, with the ATF's definition of intention, if they were to make a firearm built on their Mossberg 500 and Mossberg 590 frame here, they put a barrel shorter than the 18-inch minimum, but put a grip on the end from the factory that is not a stock, it cannot be considered designed to fire from the shoulder, which makes it not a shotgun. As you can clearly see, this is also not a pistol grip or a standard grip. I've actually got a little clip I'm going to throw in right here in just a second, and I put it up against the full actual shotgun version of the Mossberg, where you can see the difference in what we're talking about. But what's really cool is the just the overall design of the grip and the angle and the shape. It really fits your hand and feels just like a standard grip would on a shotgun if you were firing it from the shoulder, just without the actual shoulder. Your grip just simply remains the same. Super cool firearm. Great way for them to figure out how to get around these unjust and just silly and pointless regulations the ATF put on these type of things. So, as you can see, although it is much shorter than its full-size counterpart, and for this I did put it up against a Maverick 88 shotgun, which is made by Mossberg, which makes this comparison real nice and even. It is substantially shorter with a shorter barrel, short mag tube, and without the stock, making it much more compact. However, it does still meet the minimum length requirement, or overall length requirement, of 26 inches at least, so that it is not classified under Class 3 regulations and is still considered a firearm and non-NFA. Super cool. Now, all this being said, If you want to actually purchase a Class 3 designated short-barreled shotgun or short-barrel rifle, there's a few things you need to understand on that process. Now, I'm not going to go in completely in like super detail, in-depth on that process because I myself have not purchased a Class 3 firearm or accessory, because suppressors are considered Class 3 as well, and accessories. You have to do the same type of paperwork and everything, go through the same process. But you will have to do additional paperwork. And keep in mind, all of these things are additional steps that you take to purchase a Class 3 firearm, short-barrel rifle, short-barrel shotgun, full auto, suppressors. That honestly, as long as you can purchase a standard firearm, any regular full-size rifle, full-size shotgun, anything that's not Class 3, you are able to purchase Class 3 full auto short-barrel suppressed. There is no additional restrictions on who cannot have these. You just simply have to throw a lot of extra time, money, and paperwork at the government for no real understandable reason. But you have to fill out an additional federal form. You have to submit 2 sets of fingerprints to the federal government. There will be months to possibly a year or more wait time, depending on what you're trying to buy. And the government charges a $200 tax stamp on top of the cost of the actual purchase of the firearm and sales tax and everything you're already paying to have a Class 3 firearm. Now that is a $200 tax stamp for each thing that is Class 3. So say you had a rifle or a pistol or whatever you want to call it, subgun. So let's just go ahead and say like an MP5. We're all familiar with what an MP5 is from video games and movies and TV. So an MP5 has a short barrel, it's fully automatic, and it has a suppressor. So you'd have to buy 3 tax stamps to own a suppressed MP5 because it's a suppressed full auto short barrel rifle. $600 tax additionally. Now that was implemented back in the 1930s because the federal government at the time figured $200 was enough money that most folks could not afford that. Yeah, our government literally put a restriction on certain types of firearms based on the fact that most people probably couldn't afford it anyway. Yeah. So clearly, with a shorter barrel on a shotgun, or in this case, a firearm firing a shotgun shell, because we have to call it a firearm, it's not a shotgun, you can expect the spread of the pellets to be wider, which is true. However, we're going to go ahead and dispel some myths, and I'm going to show a picture here in just a second that shows the spread. From this 14-inch barrel, some good folks at, I forgot the website. It was, hang on one second, let me look it up. Okay, had to look it up right quick. So the website was Glock Talk, like Glock as in our pistol, talk.com. Don't want to plagiarize. Just keep everything nice and legal and good. Thank y'all for having the picture I needed to show for my channel so that I can show what I'm trying to say here. The spread is not as bad as you would think it would be. Even within, say, 25 yards, as long as you're actually aiming, pointing, and shooting this firearm properly, the spread is nice and controlled and will work great for self-defense, which is really where I think this firearm shines. It can make an excellent, what we call a truck gun, something that you would keep in your vehicle in case you need a little extra. If your sidearm is not enough, your concealed carry firearm is not enough, you have exhausted all other options, you've retreated to your vehicle, and now you are trying to escape and you cannot, and you need a little something extra. This fits that bill perfectly. Now, I'm not a lawyer, I'm no legal advisor, so please do your research. Every state is different, and I don't want anyone to think that what I'm telling you is just golden by the book. We're going to go with what he says. Please do your research. Make sure that you follow every federal law to the letter as best you can, and your state's law as best you can. But here we're just speaking in a roundabout, factual, tactical sense. This firearm makes great sense to use for that purpose, that intended purpose, if you're able to. Great truck gun, fantastic home defense firearm, because very compact, it's small, it's easy to move around, doorways, whatnot, in your home. Much easier than, say, a full-size shotgun would be, but that does come with a caveat. It's still a full-on, full-bore 12 gauge, okay? Now you can get these in 20 gauge, which is also fantastic. Mine just happens to be a 12 gauge. That comes with a lot of recoil. Now, a new or maybe inexperienced shooter that hasn't had a lot of time behind shotguns will have a very difficult time with this. But given time, practice, as we always say, practice often. Lots of time, lots of practice, and just train. Shoot, practice. Practice is training. Training is practice. It's all the same. You can learn to control that recoil well. It does not matter if you are a small-framed individual or very large, like I am. You can learn to control that recoil, and that is key. This is not something you should go out and buy for your first gun. I would not recommend it. However, given the time, practice, training, experience, everything, this would make a great home defense firearm, a great truck gun, or whatever you want to use it for. It's a fun gun. Not all guns have to be super tactical and have a particular purpose. You can buy something to take the range and shoot just because it's fun. Because shooting should be fun. It should always be fun. Please remember that. Shooting for sport and recreation is fun. Don't take that the wrong way. And also, one final great point on the fantastic Mossberg Shockwave is price point. Now, a lot of really cool, fun, specialty firearms that you'll find out there that are really cool and awesome, and you just want to buy this thing because it looks awesome and seems super fun to shoot, come with a pretty hefty price tag. The Mossberg Shockwave does not. Believe it or not, depending on the website and the time you buy, you can pretty much always find this awesome firearm for around, say, let's give a roundabout number, $375 to $450. So, in the realm of firearms, that's a great price. That's awesome. To have something that's so versatile, so much fun, that price point, you really can't beat it. I would highly recommend picking one up if it seems like it'd be fun to you. So, to close everything out, this has been Chris back again with Load and Make Ready. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I would love to make more videos more often. However, I have a full-time job. I do this as my passion, and I get no money off of this. All the firearms on the channel, all the ammunition fired in the clips of actually shooting, they are all out of my own pocket, or thanks to some really good friends that don't mind giving me a little extra ammo and letting me come out and shoot with them or shoot their guns and stuff. And I thank every one of them, and anytime one of them has a firearm that they're letting me shoot in the channel or letting me shoot their ammo, I will be calling them out by name if they want it, and letting everyone know how much I appreciate what they do. Until we get to the point where we can, to some degree, monetize this, that's really going to be the top end of what I want this to go to where just any form of monetization I get from this channel or any efforts based around this to just pay for guns for the channel, ammo to shoot, basically just where the channel pays for itself. I'm not here to make a profit. I'm here to get good info out to you guys so y'all have the best source of information possible. So thank you all again. Please like, share, subscribe if you're on the YouTube channel, follow if you're on the Facebook channel, and as always, this has been Chris with Load and Make Ready. Y'all stay safe, have a great week, practice often. Until next time.